Hello, my most amazing artists. Happy Dot Day! You are about to see an artist that uses a lot of dots in his art to inspire what we're going to make today.
Vasily Kandinsky was a famous artist. Some people think that one day, whilst walking through a gallery, he saw an unusual painting. He thought it was incredible, and he loved the shapes in it. Taking a closer look, he realised it was an upside-down painting leaning against the wall.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
It was at that moment that Kandinsky had a brilliant idea.
All visitors must walk on their hands. No, wait, I've got an even better idea. That's it. Abstract art.
Kandinsky began to paint using different lines, shapes and colours, rather than normal, everyday things. One of his most famous pieces of art is made up of lots of circles and rings.
That's it. All done.
And Kandinsky's work looks brilliant, whichever way you look at it.
I feel like I'm going round in circles.
Just like that artist Kandinsky, we are about to make your own dot art, just like he did using paint. So you're going to need a piece of paper. This is special paper that's made for painting. You're also going to need a pencil, a circle tracer, which yes, that's an ice cream lid, and some paint sticks. These paint sticks are brand new and super special that you get to use them today. As always, the first thing you do is always the same. Pick up your pencil and write your name and class code. Your class code is the number of your grade level and the first letter of your teacher's last name. Write that on the back and then flip your paper over to the other side. You're going to need to trace your circle holding down your circle tracer or ice cream lid with one hand as you move around with the other hand holding your pencil to make a circle shape. I know you can draw circles, but that just helps a little bit to map it out and make it really fast. Now, when you use the paint sticks, these are brand new. They look like a glue stick, but they actually are full of paint. And they're called quick sticks because they dry really quick. If you touch it right away, that paint is going to come off on your fingers and be messy. But if you let it dry for 60 seconds, that's 1 minute, it will be completely dry. It only takes 1 minute to dry. After you use one color and make a dot, just make a mark, just like Vashti did in the book, The Dot. Then you can make another dot and another dot and another dot. You go round and round until you fill your whole circle with all of those concentric rings. Concentric circles are dots within dots and dots, circles and circles and circles. I'm going round and round, but after I finish one dot, I put the cap on. It's extremely important that after you use one color of paint stick, you put the cap on right away. Make sure you snap the cap. If you don't snap the cap and you move on to using another color and leave it open, that special paint stick's going to dry out. If we see too many people that are not putting the caps on their paint sticks or their caps are falling to the floor, we will not be using paint sticks and you can use markers or crayons from your art cart instead. So make sure if you want to use the special paint sticks to treat them nicely and only have them peeking over the edge. You don't want to twist them really high up because that means that they will break when you go to press down and use them. You want to keep going and fill your dot up until you reach that outside circle that you drew with pencil. Once you fill your entire dot with the paint sticks and designs and circles and dots, then you can even paint the outside of your square. Kandinsky made circles inside circles inside circles, but the outside shape was always a square, and he colored in those edges, so I'm even going to paint in my edges. When everything's filled and there's no white space on my paper, that's when you think back to the book, The Dot. The very last thing that Vashti did in the book was she always signed her work. Artists always sign their work when they're finished with a masterpiece. So just like in the book, make sure to sign your work, and then you're going to put your finished work in a basket with your grade level number under the screen on the counter. After you put one of your dots in the basket and turn it in, you can make another dot art to take home if you want to. If you don't want to take another dot art home with you or a painting on that painting paper, you could do one of these Dot Day coloring sheets where you fill in these different picture frames from Vashti's gallery with your own dots. You could do whatever you want inside of these swirly picture frames and take it home to celebrate Dot Day. Or if you don't want to do any of those worksheets, you could go to the coloring cart like usual and take home any of those coloring sheets or free draw papers or construction papers. Just make sure that you put all the supplies back, put the lids on the paint sticks, and put everything better than you found it. And spray your tables if you have any paint on them, but dry them off after. And if you have paint on your hands, you can use your hand sanitizer to get it off. We don't need to go to the sink. All right, artists, I can't wait to see what you create. Have fun today. Happy Dot Day.